Yeah, I just wanted to get on here real quick. I haven't been on social media much in the last 7 months. I took a little break from a lot of it. Um, but I just found out the news a little bit ago that young Noble passed away. Um, and for those of you that know, I've worked with Noble. I grew up listening to Tupac and the Outlaws. So to work with Noble and Fatal was probably the highlight of my musical run. Um, yeah, I'm still kind of processing the whole thing. It's a lot, and of all the names that I worked with, he was probably the most humble one that I worked with. Um, we still maintained a friendship, if you want to call it that, during the 10 years since from the first time I met him in 2015 till now. We text, not every day, but we text here and there. If I needed feedback on some music, I sent him a song, and it was always love. Like, he always texts me, "You're talented, get back to the music." Um, just crazy. Every time he's in town, he would hit me up. Hey, me and Edie with the Outlaws, we got a show. And I was there with them. We were just there with them, they were just here in December in Chandler, and I was on stage with them, watching them perform the classics, and it was always love, always. I remember when my daughter was born, which was April 3rd, 2016. I posted her on Instagram, and he commented on there. He's like, "Blessings, my brother," something like that. I got to go back and look, but he texted me. He was like, "Man, your daughter's born on Fatal's birthday." Like, he didn't have to text me, but he did that. Here and there out of the blue, he would text me. Maintained a friendship, even though it wasn't every day. He would text me here and there. Out of all the artists I work with, I didn't really get that with anybody else but him. He was humble, always checking in. I would check in on him. Happy Father's Day, happy born day, that kind of thing. We never, it was always, I don't know. And he would just encourage me to get back to the music all the time. He knew my situation 4 years ago when my sister-in-law passed. And, he's like, "Man, you got to let the music speak for you, for us." I got to go back and look at the text messages, but I'm paraphrasing, but somewhere along the lines, like, you got to let the music speak for people like me and you. And it's true, and it's a big loss. It's a big loss for everybody. My condolences out to his family, his daughter. I don't know what kind of demons he was fighting. I know it seemed like he was going through some things earlier this year, and I wish I knew it was like this, because I would have called him. I would have checked in on him. I didn't know it was like this, and I just pray that he knew Christ, honestly. I continue to pray for his family and his loved ones, and for comfort and healing. It's a lot to take in, and working with him and talking to him and seeing him every time he was in town, it was a blessing. You guys don't understand. For me to grow up listening to these guys and to actually work with them and know him, it's just blessed. What all I can say is I was blessed to even know him, to call him a friend. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and give my condolences to the family, man. It's shocking, and I'm still processing it. So yeah, I was listening to our joint a little while ago, shedding some tears for him, praying for him, and I'll pray for everybody that knew him, Edie and the Outlaws and the ones that are left, and his family and friends and daughter and everybody. Big loss, man. R.I.P. Noble.